First in start பண்ணுறோமா?
ஓ லைவ் போகுதுங்க.
First in பண்ணுறோமா?
Live 5 seconds.
ஓகே, நோ ப்ராப்ளம் சார். 5 minutes தான் இருக்கு.
பேசுறது கேட்டுருக்கோம்.
Good morning, everyone. We welcome you all for the today session on puzzle solving with Python. Hope yesterday you all had a basic idea of basic puzzle solving with respect to Python programming language. And today we'll continue the session with this. On behalf of Jansen's Institute of Technology and CSE department, I welcome you all for this today's session. And today we'll solve two puzzles. So one is a basic mathematical puzzle, and another one is an application which is also a puzzle-like thing, but how it is solved in computer science field. So we'll see those two things. And hope from yesterday's session, hope you would have got an interest to solve Python puzzles or to know Python. Maybe the naive users who doesn't know Python can get interest through this. So only we initiated this particular topic, that is puzzle solving, instead of going to high-end topics. So to create an interest for basic users, we initiated this topic. So hope because of this puzzles, you would have got some interest also. So we'll start with the session 2 today. I'll share my screen now so you can see the puzzle. Hope the screen is visible. And today is June 3rd. We'll start with the second session. Yesterday, hope Mr. Vivek from CSE department handled two puzzles with which we are continuing today. And I'm Krishna Priya from CSE department of Jansen's Institute of Technology. We'll move on to the session with the today's puzzle. That is, the first one is mathematical puzzle, which is a simple magic square. And second one is how a particular analysis is done. That is, analysis is nothing but again a puzzle. Puzzle means we are going to analyze something, we are going to determine the logic, and the logic has to be solved and found out a solution. That is again an analysis. So how a mathematical puzzle is solved with respect to simple maths, and how it is analyzed, and how we found a solution for in computer science field also. So maybe the first puzzle may be simple, and this will be useful for students or first year, second years, etc. To just create an interest, and the second one may be useful for faculties and for some final year students who do a research area, who do a project in this particular area. So just the basics of these two puzzles we'll see in the today's session. Hope we would have all solved the magic square from your childhood. That is a simple square matrix you're going to solve with respect to numbers, and you're going to shuffle the numbers. The only two conditions are you should not repeat the numbers, and the second condition is if it is a 3 cross 3 matrix, first 9 numbers only you'll be using, and if it is a 4 cross 4 matrix, first 16 numbers you'll be using, etc. And the next condition is if you add up all the rows and if you add up all the columns as well as diagonals, the solution should be same. That is, the sum of rows should be n. If suppose it is n, the sum of columns also should be n, the sum of diagonals also should be n. So this is the condition for any magic square. Actually, there are three types of orders. That is, odd order is 3, 5, 7. Nothing but 3 cross 3, 5 cross 5, 7 cross 7 matrix. That is in the logic, mathematical logic of 2 into n plus 1. And the next one is doubly even order. Since 2 cross 2 matrix is not possible with respect to a magic square, even if you arrange any 1 to 4 numbers, if you arrange in any order, you will not get a solution of same numbers. Because you are going to add diagonal also, so rows, numbers, columns, etc. You will not get the same solution. So we are starting with the doubly even order with the number 4. 4, if you start, the 6 should not be considered because 4 into 2, 4 into 3. So 4 is considered as the base number. So 4, 8, 12, etc. and 16, etc. you will be proceeding. This is doubly even order. And next is singly even order, such that you will be leaving 4, 8, 12 and you will consider all other even numbers. So 6, 10, 14, all other even numbers, and the logic behind that is 4 into n plus 2. So today we will solve this puzzle with respect to the odd order, that is 3 cross 3 matrix, 5 cross 5, 7 cross 7, etc. So this is a simple 3 cross 3 matrix. Left side is also a solution for 3 cross 3. Right side, the magic square is also a solution for 3 cross 3 matrix. Actually, if you look into this, the same numbers 1 to 9 are arranged, and you may get the same solution also. Actually, the final solution is the numbers are arranged, numbers are used only once, and the sum up of rows and columns, diagonals are also equal. But you can arrange it in any way. For example, you can see the left side figure where 1 is placed at the center column of the last row, whereas in second logic, 1 is placed at the center row of the last column. Okay, so according to this position of 1, next is number 2, 3, 4, 5 accordingly will be arranged, and each time we'll be checking this sum logic while we are solving. And actually, we are not going to solve this entire puzzle now. We are going to, we have analyzed this puzzle, we have solved it from childhood, we know the logic, and by placing the numbers, maybe in the first puzzle, 1 is placed in the column, second puzzle, 1 is placed in the second row of third column, etc. So different positions of placing numbers. So by analyzing all the positional values of 1 to 9 numbers or 4 cross 4, 1 to 16 numbers, etc. So a basic algorithm has been devised such that if you have any kind of square matrix, you can solve the numbers. So we are going to see that algorithm line by line, and we are going to execute also. So this is one example of 5 cross 5 matrix. The sum of the value is 75. Um, here also the same rule. So 1 to 25 numbers are arranged, etc. But in numbers, this is 5 cross 5 matrix. 1 to 25 is arranged as one type of rule. But in this particular puzzle, you are not arranging 1 to 25 numbers. You can use any numbers. The input condition which is given here is 75. Maybe in the previous puzzle, the input condition 15 is not given. Only condition is rows, columns, etc. should add up to the same value. So same value will be the outcome here. It can be anything. You will be determining it as 15 at the end only. Here the value of 75 is given. You can use any numbers 5 cross 5. That is the given. So question. So solution is this. You would have seen here 26, 27, etc. are used here. And one more example for this is next method. So the same 5 cross 5 matrix. You can see here only the numbers from 1 to 25 are used. In previous case 26, 27, etc. Any numbers, sum of value 75. This is the condition. Here the condition is you can get a sum value anything, but it should be equal, and you should use only 1 to 25 numbers. So these are the logics for these two. And the left side puzzle is the one method of solving. So 1 is placed here, accordingly 2 is placed here, and 3, etc. Very similarly here 1 is placed in the right hand column with the second row. So you can proceed like this. So this is one method, and this is a 4 cross 4 matrix. This is for even order logic, and we are not going to solve this. We are going to solve 3 cross 3, 5 cross 5, 7 cross 7, etc. Okay, so guessing that you all would have solved this problem manually. We will go into the algorithm. Actually, while devising an algorithm, it should be generic to any problem of any number of inputs. You should not devise the particular problem for 3 cross 3 alone. You should not devise the particular problem for 5 cross 5 alone. It should be giving a solution, perfect solution without any errors for any number of n values. Okay, so likewise for odd order puzzle, we have devised an algorithm. The algorithm has been devised and we have used it here. Such that 1 is placed at the center. Okay, so 1 can be placed at the left end, right end, or in the diagonal exact 0, 0, 2, 2, 3, 3, that positions also. But we are starting this particular logic as 1 is placed at the central row or central column of the last row or last column. So this is our logic. So according to this, the placing of position is seen here step by step. So step 1 is we are placing the number 1 at the position n by 2 comma n minus 1. For example, if your matrix is 3 cross 3, so n by 2 will be 3 by 2 is 1.5, so you will be placing 1 at 1. Okay, 1.5 will be figured it as 1 and n minus 1. So 3 cross 3 matrix, 3 minus 1 is 2. So 1 comma 2. Okay, so likewise you will be placing. Next number, so 1 has been fixed, 1's position has been fixed. So 2, 3, 4, 5 up to 9 you need to place it. So for that the logic is let 1's position is assumed as p comma q, and for placing the number 2 you will be analyzing as p minus 1 and q plus 1. Okay, so p value will be analyzed from here n by 2. If it is 1, p minus 1 will be 1 minus 1 0. If it is n minus 1 value is 2, then q plus 1 is 2 plus 1 is 3. So this is the logic, and here we have a condition. If row value is a negative value, that is minus 1, if you are reaching minus 1, then we'll be using n minus 1. That is a circular fashion. You assume that you're starting from 0, 1, 2. After 2, you will be again rotating to 0 itself. Okay, so if you're getting a minus 1 value, there is no index of minus 1 in 3 cross 3 matrix. In any matrix, minus 1 is not there. So you will be using the logic n minus 1. And very similarly, if column value is n, that is the maximum order. So if the matrix size is 3, your matrix value with respect to array is 0, 1, 2. With the 2 itself, it will be over. So if you're getting the answer as 3, then you will be circulating to the first row or first column. That is column here 0. Okay, so this is the logic for placing the second number. Not only second number, any number. Since we are seeing the number 2, so this is being devised. And once you're placing a number, if you're getting clash, that is already in that particular cell, an element is available, and you're trying to place another element in that particular row column. Okay, then you need to do row plus 1 and column minus 2. So all these logics, p minus 1, q plus 1, row plus 1, column minus 2, etc. You will get to know only if you analyze that magic square problem, and if you solve 5 to 7 scenarios of odd order itself. Maybe 3 cross 3 square matrix itself, you can determine the solution for n number of types. Maybe 1 is placed at the first row, second row, third row, 9 rows, 9 positions. So with respect to that, you can find out the algorithm. So after determining, after analyzing only, you will get this logics, n by 2, p minus 1, q plus 1, etc. Everything will be getting. And one more condition is if row is equal to minus 1 and column equal to 1. So here you need to make down this point, take a note of this point. Here you have an AND condition in step 4. The same condition is applicable in step 2 also, but you don't have any AND condition. That is OR condition is applied there. That is if row equal to minus 1, then row alone is changed as n minus 1. If column is equal to n, then column alone is made it as 0. But in fourth condition, row equal to minus 1 and column equal to n. If both the conditions are falling as true, then row and column as such it is considered as 0, n minus 2. Okay, so with these 4 basic steps, we'll start our positioning of numbers. So here you can see the simple 3 cross 3 solution for this matrix, and we have placed 1. We have started placing 1 at the, so this is considered as the 0th row. Hope you all know 0th row is 276. First row is 951, second row is 438. So 1 is placed at the first row and third column. Okay, so 1 is placed at the first row, third column. Okay, so second row, third column. With respect to array index, it will be representing as 1, 2. Okay, so we can see the logic we found here is n by 2, n minus 1 is the placing of position. So here n is 3. So 3 by 2, 3 minus 1. So you can refer that particular with respect to 1. So left side first line is 1. So you're going to place 1. Formula is n by 2, n minus 1. So 3 by 2, 3 minus 1. 3 by 2 is considered as 1.5, 1. 1 is considered. So 1, 2. So hope you can see here. 1 is 1, 2 position is this, and 1 is placed here. For placing 2 next, the program logic which we devised is p minus 1, q plus 1. Okay, so p minus 1. So p is considered as 1's position, 1. So 1 minus 1 and q plus 1. Q is considered as 2. 2 plus 1 equal to 0, 3. The step 2 is once you get the value n equal to n value, that is 3 value, what you should do? You should revise that as a circular fashion as 0. So we are considering the coordinates 0, 0 and not 0, 3. So you can see here 2 is placed at the coordinate 0, 0. Okay, so very similarly for 3, p minus 1, q plus 1. Okay, so p minus 1 is now p, q is this 0, 0, updated values, not this 1, 2. Now p value is 0 and q value is this 0. Okay, so p minus 1 is 0, minus 1, q plus 1 is 0 plus 1 for 3. Okay, which is equal to minus 1, 1. Again the same condition. If you are getting minus 1 in the row value, then what you should do? You should do n minus 1. Okay, so the number 3, we have applied a logic n minus 1, 1. So 3 minus 1, 1, 2, 1. Okay, so 2, 1 is the coordinate for placing the number 3. So you can refer here. So 2, 1 means 0th row is 276. First row is 951. Second row is 438. So you have located the row. 438 is the second row and the column value is 1. So column value 1 means 0th column is 294 and first column is 753. So if 2, 1 means 3. So 3 is placed at this particular position. So we are determining the positions for a particular number. Okay. the particular number's position is determined by the previous number's position values, coordinate values, PQ values. Very similarly, the number 4 is placed in 2, 0. Here for the 4, you are applying condition 3 here. So in the condition step 1 and step 2 are applied in the first 3 numbers. For placing the fourth number, you are getting an answer as 1, 2. Okay, already in the coordinate 1, 2, the number 1 is already placed. So again, you cannot place, you cannot overlap 4 above 1. So what you're going to do, the condition 3 is you are changing the formulas P plus 1 and Q minus 2. Okay, so the value here is 1 plus 1 and 2 minus 2, 2, 0. So you can see 4 is placed in the coordinate 2, 0. Yes, hope you all got an idea how this algorithm is working. So very similarly, the number 5, 6, etc. are also placed in the simple idea. You can consider the number 7. Number 7, P minus 1, Q plus 1 values tends to minus 1, 3. Actually, this minus 1, 3, if you see the value minus 1, you would directly apply the condition 2. Step 2, but you should not, because minus 1 and 3 has been applied. So you should check whether it is and or minus 1 and next number you also should check. In column you have reached 3. So what you should do here is you should apply the condition 3. So both the conditions are true. So automatically we will set the value as 0, n minus 2. So that is the condition which we saw, 0, n minus 2. You can see the row and column numbers. That is condition 4, step 4, 0, n minus 2. So blindly you can tell it as 0, n minus 2 is, here n value is 3. So 3, 2 is 1. So at the coordinate 0, 1, you are placing the number 7. So likewise, all the 1 to 9 numbers are placed here. This is one logic which we are going to see now. Okay. Hope you all understood this algorithm logic and how this particular problem is solved. Actually, this one can be placed here also. One can be placed in the position of 9 also, and you can devise the algorithm. So this is the algorithm for this particular problem. Okay, and for this particular problem, you can apply n values for any matrix, that is 3 cross 3, 5 cross 5, 7 cross 7, any number of generic values we are going to see now. Okay, so we'll see this algorithm in an executable format itself. We'll try to execute this in a compiler. So you can see the value, that is m is equal to 1. That is, I'll maximize the screen. Hope now it is visible. So ms is equal to, we are just creating array for this. If it is a 3 cross 3 matrix, you need an array. 5 cross 5, 7 cross 7, anything for that you need an array. So we are creating an array here in Python, just m is equal to a square bracket. You are declaring it an array, and here I have used the value. You can get it from runtime also. So simply for this programming sake, I have given n is equal to 3. That is 3 cross 3 matrix you are going to solve here, and simple for loops for I and j, that is row and column values. Simply a 3 cross 3 matrix with the value zeros you are going to create. So L dot append 0. Okay, so for all the row values and all the column values, that is 3 cross 3 matrix is filled with 0, and rows and columns should be in the same structure. So for that you are giving the line ms dot append of L at the end of the j loop. Okay, so inside j loop, L dot append of 0, you are creating a list again and you are appending that, and outside j loop, meaning is one entire row has been processed, so second row has been initiated. So before initiating, ms dot append of L. Okay, so you have used two lists here, and for checking purpose you are just executing this. So logic comes here, and I is equal to n by 2 is our logic. So you can see n by 2 comma n minus 1 is our coordinate values. So you have just used two values I and j, n double slash 2. So single slash 2 determines the value 1.5. You need a crisp value 1. So double slash 2 is used in Python, so that the floating point value is converted to int. Okay, so automatic type conversion is done here, implicit type conversion is done here, and it returns a value 1. Very similarly, n minus 1. And the logic here, we are going to apply these 4 conditions for n numbers. Okay, so if you are having 3 cross 3 the number given is 3, you need to devise an algorithm for 3 cross 3. The number given is 5, then you need to devise an algorithm for 5 cross 5. That logic is done here. Num is equal to n into n. So 3 cross 3 means 9 values. For 9 times the loop should be executed. So that multiplication is done here, and for counter value, so count is initiated as 1. So for starting from first number up to 9 numbers, this while loop will be executing and it will be checking for all these 4 conditions. Okay. So first we are checking for the condition 4, that is the basic condition. Since it has an AND value, we are checking this as the first condition. Okay. So step 4, that is condition 4 is I is equal to -1 and j is equal to n. Okay. So here if you test this, I is equal to -1 is nothing but the index value and j is equal to n is nothing but the column value. So here j is equal to n minus 2 and I is equal to 0 should be applied. Therefore, this comes under condition 4. Okay. Else, if it is not the case, then you can apply. Then if you get either -1 or n. So else part covers these two conditions, either -1 or n. So that comes under condition 2. So if j is equal to n, then you can do j equal to 0. So device and I less than 0, that is -1 means you can get I is equal to n minus 1. So this is what we saw in the algorithm. And after checking these two conditions, that is AND condition and OR condition is checked in this if else, and the next one is populating the array, not populating the array, whether the array is filled already with the value or not. MS is our array, magic square array. So MS of ij not equal to 0. So if it is equal to 0, meaning that the array is empty and you can the array index is empty and you can place the corresponding number. If it is not equal to 0, means in previous iteration some number has been placed there. That is the overlapping condition 3. Okay. So the logic behind that is j minus 2 and I plus 1. We would have used p and q in the algorithm. Here, since for programming logic, since we are using ij familiarly, so we are using j minus 2 and I plus 1. And continue. Continue is nothing but it skips the next line and continues the program logic. Okay. So here we have initiated the condition 1 here, that is I is equal to n by 2 and j equal to n minus 1 and 3 other steps. So 3 other conditions. According to AND condition, we have started with condition 4 first. Or if it is not applicable for AND, any one is available, then those two steps are covered in this else part and the array condition overlapping is done here with the continue part. Okay, so here you're going to print that particular logic. Okay, so you're going to print that particular matrix. Okay, so we'll execute and see. We have given us n is equal to 3. So we are executing this in Google Colab. So hope you all would have known yesterday. So this is the first printf, 3 cross 3 matrix with value 0. This is the second value. The same example which we saw in the slide, 276, 951 and 438. Okay, so this is how a particular logic for the algorithm is worked out. Okay, so the same program you can run for 5 also, any odd numbers. We have taken the odd number logic. So 3, 5, 7, 3 cross 3 matrix, 5 cross 5 matrix, etc. This algorithm will be working for those numbers. So you can see the solution for 5 cross 5. 1 to 25 numbers are arranged and sum up values are also similar. Okay, so you can check this and you can try for another number also. 9. So it is executing and you can get the 9 cross 9 matrix. So up to numbers 81. Okay, you can leisurely just solve this and you can check it whether it is right or wrong. Obviously it is right. So this is the algorithm. Hope you all got a basic idea. So how it is solved. The same logic which is applied in C also, but maybe the functionalities are very much simpler. Okay, in Python you would have, in C or some other program you would have compiled with respect to a function, and this append function will not be available, and this logical operators will not be available. So that makes simpler with respect to this simple puzzle. Okay, so we'll go back to the slide. So hope you all understood this particular basic logic. So once you analyze and solve this, then you will be familiar with this. So this is just the screenshot which we executed now. So these are the programming lines, screenshot of this, and we saw the output up to 9. So 3, 5, 7 and 9 also. So hope you all got a basic idea of this magic square problem, how it is solved in Python. We will move on to the second application, maybe a little bit to the next level, so that other users who know Python will also be getting useful. This session will be useful for them also. So we'll see sentiment analysis with respect to Python. Okay, so in general, what is sentiment analysis? Sentiment analysis is nothing but a particular opinion. Opinion mining, we can tell that as opinion mining also. So you are executing a particular, you're having a particular document, or you're having a set of instructions with you. You want to determine whether it is a positive note, negative note, or a neutral. Okay, so even you can see whether you agree or not. Yes, no, no comments like that. So you want to determine maybe a cricket announcer comparing sentences. Maybe he's telling it as positive or negative, or maybe in the future prediction whether positive results will be applicable or negative results will be applicable, or you cannot judge. So, or a simple chat application, Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp, etc. So you can collect all the messages and you can just conclude whether it is a positive message, a negative message, or a neutral message, etc. So this is the basis of sentiment analysis. So we'll see how Python is helpful. Python is helping here to in sentiment analysis. So we are considering sentiment analysis with respect to Facebook data. Okay, so sentiment analysis in past days without Python, before Python, we have used Java or MATLAB for analyzing these kind of applications or solving these kind of applications. Okay, so maybe it is nothing but an analysis. So analysis is nothing but a puzzle. We are going to analyze it and determine a solution. Okay, so for this sentiment analysis, we need the help of these tools, that is natural language processing. So natural language processing is the outcome can be in any language, English, Tamil, Bengali, Telugu, it can be anything. So the language grammar, the language dictionary you should be having. So you should import that particular dictionary according to the grammar's rules. So for example, if you're considering English, it should be considered as noun, verb, adjective, adverb, etc. So the parts of speech should be worked it out. So we need the help of a natural language processing. So determine the language. And POS is nothing but parts of speech. That is, if it is English, adverb, adjective, noun, etc. Accordingly, you'll give values. And for determining those importance of values, we have a corpus dictionary. Several corpus dictionaries are here. In previous, if you're not using Python, you would have used WordNet, VerbNet, FrameNet, etc. So those are the dictionaries with respect to lexicon. Lexicon is nothing but the original meaning of a particular word with respect to the environment or a known person. Okay, so simply vocabulary means simply it gives a meaning. Lexicon is nothing but a meaning along with the related to a person or a knowledgeable meaning. So that is lexicon. Okay, so the collection of all lexicon will be present in a dictionary. That is nothing but a corpus dictionary. So we can use any dictionaries, like I said, WordNet, VerbNet, FrameNet, etc. Okay, so and for applying these many days you would have used some machine learning algorithms. Maybe you would have clustered, you would have done classification, or you would have done some segmentation, filtering, etc. So how classifier, SVM classifier or whatever. So how classification or clustering is working in maybe Java and MATLAB. Very similarly, the sentiment analysis is done with respect to Python also in a much simpler way than Java or MATLAB. Okay, so how Python is supporting in a simpler way. So we are going to see that now. So to get a basic idea of POS Dagger, so this is the POS Dagger simple example. You can see the root node. It is in a tree structure. The dictionary, entire dictionary, any dictionary if you consider for linguistics, it will be in a tree structure. And how the words are related here. So you can see the leaf node. Some Pierre Winkel is a 61 years old and will join the board as a member. Something sentence is there. The sentence is splitted into noun, verb, adjective, adverb, etc. with the POS taggers also. So for example, first one here is NNP. That is a proper noun. It comes under NP. That is proper noun. And you can see the root node's first leaf SBJ. That is subjective noun. Okay. So very similarly, next level you can see NP ADJP. That is adjective pronoun. Okay. So you can go through the POS taggers. We'll not go into that much. So this is the base idea. What is a POS tagger and what will be the outcome of this? Okay. So we'll not go much into that. So this is the basic. And how a sentence is divided into noun, proverb, adjective, etc. So this is the example. Okay, so maybe years comes under the last leaf. Years comes under a subjective noun. So N and P, and you cannot consider years as a subject. So it comes under adjective noun, ADJP. Okay, so likewise, the POS tagger's outcome will be how we are going to use in sentiment analyzer. So this is again a tree structure. Here again, a sentence is given. Maybe here the film does not care about cleverness, etc. Some sentences are there. The sentence words are split. So this is considered as a neutral sentence at the leaf node, and when combining, that is considered as a negative. So when you will be combining this, so initially this is a word, that is a neutral word. Film is a word, it is neutral. Does not. So when you inquire that word, when you analyze that word, does not care. So so does not care, you will not consider together as a single word. Does not care. So 3 words. So does not means, so not will be considered as a negative word. Since the sentence the film does not care is applicable, the entire sentence will be having partially negative as well as care is there. So partially positive. So that is what a sentiment analyzer does. So you can see that a positive plus blue color symbol near the word care, whereas you can see negative pink color symbol minus for does and not. Okay, so these two are negatives and care is a positive. When you're combining, does not has maximum value. So sentiment analyzer throws this particular sentence sentiment as negative sentiment. Okay, so we will see how we are going to do it with the Facebook data. Okay, you can analyze this sentiment in any kind of data. Most probably this has been done on all social media websites. So that is one kind of application. Second one is for any product. If you're going to launch a particular product, if you are the manufacturer and you're going to launch a particular product, you would see the positive or negative or neutral comments of the previous product which you have launched, or else the previous product which your opponent companies have launched, and you will see all the comments, whether it is positive, what are all the negative comments for them. So for the negative comments of their products, you will be rectifying it and you will be devising a new product. Okay, so this sentiment analysis works best for business also. So business application is this. Okay, so product manufacturing, how we are going to host it, etc. And for FB, WhatsApp, and social media networks, you can even predict the economy of a particular country. Even when Trump took the place of took the position there in US, that particular analysis has been done in FB and Twitter long ago, that Trump will be coming and he'll be leading US like this. Even for Modi, you can refer all those things in social media. So all that is done with the help of sentiment analysis only. Okay, so we'll see how FB data can be downloaded, how it is to be worked out, and how it is to be imported in Python. Okay, so the steps are given here. Initially, you need to download Facebook data and you will be saving it in an Excel file. Okay, so I'll show you how to do. It is very simple. You may think that the data is very much secure and you cannot do, but actually it is a simple process. So this is the Facebook page. You can see the settings and privacy here. So if you click on the settings and privacy, you will get a settings tab. So you're going to inside the settings tab, and you can see the particular left side. You have multiple options. You can see the third option is your Facebook information. So you can click that your Facebook information, and in the right side you would have got several options. In this, what you want to do is you need to download your Facebook data. So you have the third option, download your information. You can just click view here. So if you view, then you would get an option create file. So this is the option create file. If you click on this create file, whatever has been selected here in the down lane, that is post, photos, videos, comments, likes, friends, etc. You can see the tick mark here. So all the tick marked options, the data from all these marked options will be downloaded. So if suppose you want only you want to analyze only the sentiment of messages which you got from your friends or from your Facebook friends, then you can just click on this alone and you can proceed. Okay, so once if you give create, you will be prompted with the password of your Facebook page, and it takes some time. So I have already created this particular file and it available copy. So this has already been downloaded again. So downloaded and kept. If you want, you can delete also, or you can download again the same data also. Okay, so this is the procedure for downloading your FB data, whatever the message, post, photos, comments, or your groups, whatever you can download and you can save it. It will be saved in the normal local disk with the path specified. Okay, so I have already downloaded this and saved this, and you can see the outcome of that. So this is what we saw. This is the screenshot which I took. If suppose FB is not working, I thought to show this. So this is the screenshot. You have downloaded this information, you have created, and you have given the password also. And this is what it looks like, all the files. So all the files, comments, events, Facebook, gaming, following, friends, groups, everything I have downloaded. And to zoom it out, so this is the This is how it looks like once after download. It will be a RAR file. You need to extract this and you will get all the files like this. So if you, I have taken a simple chat message from one of my friend. So that is, you would have logged into the message folder. Inside message folders, all the friend names whom you have chatted, whom you got messages, that will be listed, and you need to select one particular person for whom you are going to analyze the sentiment of that particular person. Okay, so this is what the output. So I have selected one particular person's chat message and I have stored in an Excel file. Okay, you just nothing difficult here. Just you will be opening, copy and paste it in Excel. That's all. Okay, so copy pasted information is this. So first 4 lines are available in the left side panel, and maybe in between 4 lines are with respect to sentiment. So I have selected those lines and I have updated in the second panel. It is the same Excel's multiple words I have shown you. Okay, so this is how you will be extracting your Facebook account's information to an Excel, and you're going to analyze the sentiment of the message which you're going to which you have already done. Okay, so this is how the downloading process is done. And we'll see the step 2. Step 2 is nothing but we have just kept the Excel data. We have just kept the Facebook data in an Excel. So you need to upload this Excel and you need to work it out the sentiments of each sentences or each messages which you and your friend have chatted. Okay, so initially instead of using high-end applications like not the high-end application, high-end programming language like Java, where you need to install several packages, where you need to download several lexicon libraries. This Python has made it much simpler. So you can do it simply with the help of NLTK and Sentiment Analyzer. Sentiment Analyzer itself is a tool, open source tool, which is available. Even in Java, you can do that, but you need to code it multiple lines. So logical analysis should be done there, but here it is made much simpler. So we are importing to work it out with Python. We are importing the library Pandas, the second library NLTK, which the purpose which we saw already, and the sentiment analyzer, the purpose also which we saw already with the diagram, and the lexicon also. Lexicon is nothing but it gives the meaning along with the related person and environment. It is not a simple vocabulary. Okay, so for what is the purpose of Pandas here in Python is, it is a library. Basically, there are 4 libraries in Python which supports various operations. The first one is NumPy, that is normally used for mathematical operations, simple mathematical operations. You can just import NumPy. And next level is Pandas. Pandas is very much useful for analysis kind of task. Okay, whenever you want to analyze a particular data, you will be making use of this Pandas library. And you can also use a scikit-learn and the SciPy, etc. Okay, so these 4 are the basic things, and those scikit-learn, SciPy is for machine learning algorithms or for creating particular open source tools, etc. So we are going to just analyze the data. So for analysis purpose, we are using Pandas. Okay, here the basic, you can read much about Pandas later on. The basic why we are using here is you are going to convert that Excel, you are going to read that particular Excel, and you are going to analyze the Excels each and every sentence with respect to word and lexicon. Okay, so instead of a simple Excel, you're going to create that inside a data frame. So data frame for analysis. Okay, so for that purpose, we are using Pandas here. And next one is NLTK, Natural Language Processing Toolkit. This has been available in various universities or as open source tools also. Maybe in Stanford University, Princeton, etc. You can find these tools. But here, since Python, in Python, it has been, library has been already available. We are just importing it. And Python has also sentiment analyzer. So you can just use this after installing importing NLTK. You can just import sentiment analyzer also. And very similarly, lexicon is the library which we are going to determine the meaning along with the environment which we saw. Several types of lexicons are available. Here for our example, we are using Vader lexicon. We'll see what are all the possible lexicons available in Python at the later end of the session. Here you are using Vader. So this is the overall structure. Data, Facebook data extraction we saw, and Excel creation we just saw, and Pandas, what is the purpose? NLTK purpose. Sentiment analyzer we already saw with an example diagram, and lexicon. So lexicon is nothing but the POS diagram which we saw. Okay, so relate with that, and we are using Vader here. Okay, so we'll check with the code. So I want to show the screenshot because once you're executing this, you may encounter an error initially. Maybe you can execute this in Google Colab or Jupyter Anaconda or any Python IDE. You will encounter an error that pandas is not imported, NLTK, sentiment analyzer, etc. not imported. You just you need to install that. So installation step basic, hope you would have learned yesterday, maybe through pip install or maybe through your original software, or you can have Conda search, etc. Okay, so you can refer the net for this. And even after executing everything, so the only thing which we can see at the last line, the pink shaded lines, the last line is package Vader lexicon is already up to date. Okay, so everything is already installed here, and this is a particular package which you're going to download. So that is why we are giving import for all the statements, and for Vader alone you are not importing, you are just downloading it. Okay, so that download message every time you'll be getting here. Okay, so this is what I need to tell, and we can see this in an executable format also. So very similarly, we have executed this in Google Colab. Actually, we saw that we are importing the Facebook data and you are saving it in Excel, and that particular Excel is to be uploaded in the Python program along with the Python program which you are going to run. So in Google Colab, I have uploaded here. Procedure is very simple. You need to just click upload button, and upload will be prompting for the particular path. And I have kept this FB message here. So I just will be clicking and will click open. That's all. The FB message is loaded here. This is what I did. And to copy this particular path inside the program, so absolute path you need to have. So for that, you need to just click here, these 3 lines. You will have copy path. Okay, so just copy the path and paste it here. Okay, I've done that only. So the pasted content path is content/FB message 1. So this is the data which we have downloaded from FB. That particular data Excel I have just uploaded here. Okay, so now we'll go inside the program. So the first line is import pandas. We saw why we are going to pandas, and as a PD. Okay, this is normal like alias name. Wherever you need to use pandas, you can just use PD. That's all. So alias name is AS. We are using PD, and we are going to import NLTK, Natural Language Processing Toolkit. You can import it from anywhere. We are going to import for sentiment analyzer. So we are importing NLTK from the sentiment analyzer module. So from NLTK.sentiment.Vader, we are using the lexicon Vader we saw. So we are using these 3, NLTK, sentiment and Vader. Okay, so inside sentiment we have several analyzers, and we are just using a basic analyzer called sentiment intensity analyzer. Okay, intensity is nothing but how much you are giving a positive note. Simply you are giving 0 or 1 or 0.5, 0.7, etc. So 0.7, 0.8, 0.9, you need that value. So for that you are using intensity analyzer. If you just need 0 or 1, positive or negative, you no need to use this intensity analyzer. You can use much simpler analyzers also. Okay, so you need some more accurate values. So I have used a sentiment intensity analyzer here. Okay, and this has been imported from NLTK, but the lexicon package you need to download. It is not imported. It needs to be downloaded. So the syntax for that is nltk.downloader.download. Okay, so you have downloaded this. So this is what the importing steps. Consider this you are doing it in MATLAB or Java. Maybe the importing steps is same, but you need to run much more files. So that may be taking some time. So that is one biggest advantages in Python. Okay, and you have your Excel data in, you have your Facebook data in an Excel sheet. Since you are not just uploading an Excel, you are just going to create a data frame for that Excel. Why you are going to create a data frame? You want to split that sentences into words, and each word's meaning should be analyzed with respect to lexicon. Okay, so splitting of words, then each word's meaning, etc. you need to do. So simply as an Excel, you cannot use the syntax as read Excel here. You can read the Excel file using read Excel syntax also, or read syntax also. But if you do that, the pandas data frame will not be applicable. Okay, you cannot use that advantage of data frames. So what we are doing here is we are using Excel file reader. Okay, so the particular path is given here. So Excel file location path which you have uploaded here in Colab, and you are using Excel file syntax. So this is the reason why you're not using read Excel, simple read Excel. And this is the reason why you're using Excel file. Okay, so the reason is data frames. You need to differentiate the words, meanings, lexicon, etc. And you're accessing with respect to pandas. So pd.excel file. So line by line it will be reading, and data frame is to be created with respect to this particular file. So that is the next line. So DFS is equal to file.parse of some sheet name. Okay, so data frame is created, and in that data frame you need to specify the column name. Okay, so which you have in your Excel. In our Excel, the column name which was given in that FP link was timeline. So we have used the same. Okay, for mostly if you download, you will get the same word only. Timeline will be at the top of the column. So you can use just you can use that, or if you rename the column, you can rename this particular word timeline. Okay, and so this is with respect to pandas, creation of a data frame. So once you have created the data frame, you need to analyze the sentiment, whether it is a positive word, negative word, or neutral word, and finally you need to get the compound output also. Okay, so for that we are implementing sentiment intensity analyzer, which we have imported in the first line, and so we are creating an object also. SID is equal to sentiment intensity analyzer. Okay, the time frame, if you want, you can keep, or you can skip this also. So this is our longitude and latitude time frame 5 UTC plus 530, so that has been used. And so what you want to do, you need to split, you need to read the data frame which you have created. Okay, so the data frame is available in DFS. Okay, so for data in DFS, so it is a for loop. In DFS, all your Excel messages, sentences are there, and with respect to the sentences, you need to determine the words and polarity and the intensity of the word, positive, negative, etc. So in DFS, you are looping with respect to data. Okay, so A is equal to, you are saving it inside a variable. The variable holds the value, that is the word. This is a example. This is an example. So if consider this as a sentence, so this in the first loop, this is considered. Okay, so data dot find time. So something is available or not. Okay, so something is available means A value will not be -1. Okay, so if A is -1, the meaning is it doesn't have any proper value. So you need to analyze that proper crisp value. So you need to analyze it for 0.5, 0.6, 0.7, etc. So if you are getting just a 0 or 1, the value thrown is -1. So you can proceed, or else you need to determine the polarity score. Okay, so polarity score is nothing but you are going applying for a crisp intensity value. 0.5, 0.6, 0.7, etc. So that particular data, polarity score is applied with respect to the sentiment analyzer SID, and you're going to print that. So printing the data means the output will be 0.5, 0.6, 0.7, etc. will be the output. So the loop is executed again, and before executing the loop, you are going to print the intensity value also. Okay, so the data value will be proceeded as positive, negative, neutral, etc. And the value inside the data, that is intensity score, which you are calculating SS. So SS will only have the 0.5, 0.6. Okay, so print data means the neutral, negative, the words. Okay, so you're going to club these two and you're going to print it. So again, for that you're using for loop. So for k, any index k, you can keep any variable k in SS. SS is the polarity score which we found out now. So you have collected all the polarity scores for a particular sentence and you're printing that. Okay, so this is what the program, and the loop continues. For loop continues. So for first sentence, this is how it works. For second sentence, third sentence, etc. And once if you run, you can see the output also. I have rectified the errors and I have executed this. You can see here. So in the output screen, initially you will get the entire message structure in a paragraph format. I will show you. Actually, just 20 to 30 messages only. The sentiment intensity analyzer has analyzed, and you have got all these. So this is the initial line of the executor. Package header is already up to date, and this is the first line of our message, chat message from FB. Okay, from the Excel. Okay, so Krishnapriya and you and Anju waved at etc. So each sentence you have got, for every sentence it has given a negative, neutral, and a positive comment also. Okay, and it has analyzed the compound value also. Compound value is nothing but maybe you would have got a positive comment as 4, negative comment as 2, then 4 minus 2 is 2. So overall compound sentiment for this particular statement is positive. So like that it has been giving. So these are simple lines. You are having 0, 1, etc. And you can see some compound mixture values also. This is the executable window. See here, ma'am, you free now. So this is one sentence. So it has created a negative value of 0, no negatives in the sentence. Neutral value is 0.45, positive comp value is 0.55. And when you're when you're calculating the compound value, you're getting plus 0.566. Okay, so this plus 0.566 indicates that this entire sentence is positive. Okay, similarly, you can find some negative values also. I have a see here. My mom doesn't want me to go to US, etc. One sentence is there. In the entire sentence it has it has analyzed the POS and it has defined the lexicon also, and the negative value is 0.075. So negative case is 0.075, neutral case is 0.2925, no positive. So when it is the sentiment analyzer, when it is creating a compound value, it gets a negative minus 0.0572. So the meaning for this entire sentence is considered as negative sentence. Okay, even though you have neutral values 0.9, you don't have any positives and you have negative 0.075. So the entire compound value is considered as minus 0. So if you get minus, the sentiment analyzer determines that this particular sentence is a negative sentence. So it has a negative impact. Okay, so likewise this is working, and for the entire sentence this has been found out. Okay, if you want to use this for the entire file, you can move on to the next level also. So this is with respect to sentence level. Okay, so this is what we saw now. So this is how it has been executed. Now we'll come back to the slide. So this is the screenshot of the code, and this is the coding which we saw now, and this is the output screenshot. Hope I explained in that Google Colab. And out of that output, I have saved these three for your reference. That is, ma'am, you free. We explained this. It has a positive comment. And of course, how can I forget your class? Never. Okay. But actually, the problem here in this particular sentiment analyzer is you have a pitfall also in everything. So here it is. How can I forget your class? Never. Actually, it is a positive sentence. But since it has seen as never, never is a negative word. Therefore, the negative word value is 0.192, neutral is 0.8, and positive is 0.0. And compound, when you are calculating, it determines that minus. That is a negative sentence. Actually, it is a positive sentence. Okay, so that is one problem here. So you may go to high-end sentiment analyzers also. Okay, and very similarly, this is one positive sentence. Yes, ma'am, it's my friend's gun. So this is the similar example. Okay, so hope you all got a basic idea of sentiment analysis with Python. In general, if you saw any papers or just publications, you may think that this is a very much tough task. Maybe in past days, it was a tough task. You need to analyze many things. With respect to Python, this has been made simpler, and you can update also. And as I said, instead of this Vader lexicon, you can use other lexicons also. Very similarly, sentiment intensity analyzer. Instead of that sentiment intensity analyzer, you can go for some other tools also. So these are some other libraries which we can use. So the one common thing is spaCy. That is, this has been used in Cython and superimposed structure of Python. This is very much useful for C languages or object-oriented things. And the Stanford intensity analyzer uses this spaCy only. Okay, so this is one of the application. And instead of Vader lexicon, you can use text blob also. This is the simple differences. This is a rule-based sentiment analyzer. Hope you all know about classifiers, SVM classifiers, etc. Naive Bayesian classifiers, etc. So from that, this has been developed, and this is the application of rule-based text sentiment analyzer. And Vader is nothing but Valence, our dictionary, and sentiment analyzer, which we have used now. Okay, the advantage why we are using here is it considers all the conjunction values and, but, etc. and the slang which the particular sentence has, and the degree modifiers also. So all these are considered here. Conjunction, slang, and degree modifiers is nothing but how much positive. Simply yes or no, or highly excellent, highly agree, highly very much happy, funny, etc. So all those words, intensity will be calculated. The degree modifier gives the value as 0.5, 0.6, 0.7589. So accuracy values, for that is the purpose of degree modifier. So all these are applicable in Vader. So only we are using Vader here. You can try for text block, spaCy, Stanford core NLP, etc. You can try anything, and everything is applicable in Python also. Okay, so hope you all got a basic idea of how it is used, and this is one example of text block we saw with respect to Vader, and this is an example of text block, how it is executing. The execution output is seen here. Positive accuracy is 76% for 400 samples. Negative accuracy is 68% for 344 samples. So this is one more sentiment analyzer. Instead of using Vader, text block is executed here. Okay. So hope you all got a basic idea of how this sentiment analysis works with respect to Python. Okay, and we have took the basic information from Facebook. Okay, so hope the session was useful, and we have seen 4 puzzles from yesterday, starting from Sudoku solving or maybe count, change count, and GPS maths. And today we were handled by Mr. Vivek of CSE, and today we continued with two more puzzles: a simple mathematical puzzle for students, and maybe sentiment analysis Facebook for it will be useful for faculties and maybe final year students also. So hope the session was useful, and thank you all for your participation, students, faculties, and whoever participated here. And once again, I extend my warm thanks on behalf of our college. And we thank on behalf myself and Vivek sir, thank our convener, Dr. Velaidam sir, for giving us this opportunity, and Mr. Nagarajan sir, for principal of our college, for giving us this opportunity. Once again, I thank you all participants for listening this, and guess this was useful for you for insight, for getting an insight of Python. We cannot cover the entire Python puzzle or entire Python syllabus in just 2 days. So just to create an interest and just to have a basic idea of puzzle, we have initiated this session. Hope it was useful for you guys. Thank you all. The feedback link has been posted in the description section of this YouTube link. You can refer that, and it will be shared in WhatsApp link also. So you can fill the feedback, and the certificate will be issued by today evening, within today evening. Okay, based on the once you fulfill the feedback, you will receive the certificates. Okay, so hope you all had a useful session. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, guys.
Nolan, ciao.